Early Egyptians used to believe that their sun god Ra used to travel by a boat and every night used to descend into the underworld. That was their justification on what happens during the sun at the night. But right now it is an established fact that our sun doesn't go anywhere during the night. Rather, it is our planet Earth that goes around this big star. If you analyze all the ancient myths, it's all about our planet Earth, animals, unicorns, sun, moon, and etc. But you will hardly find any ancient myth talking about any extraterrestrial being. The answer is quite simple. Earlier people had no idea there could be other planets, let alone a galaxy. Even with the best today's telescope, it is extremely a hard job to spot a planet. Planets are non-luminous objects, hence we need to rely on a star that is nearby to it. Right now we know there are hundreds or billions of galaxies and hence there are many planets in it. Now the million-dollar question comes, whether aliens exist or not. Right now we don't have any solid evidence. Science is dynamic and can change in the future. In future, if we have enough evidence for aliens, no scientist will doubt it. Rather, it would be one of the most remarkable achievements in the history of mankind. But as of now, let us talk about what is life and what are the conditions for life to sustain. So far, those extrasolar planets that we have discovered are like Jupiter, meaning those planets are like gas giants. It is impossible for a life to sustain there. Water is an essential part of our life. Ancient Greek philosopher called Thales echoed the same thing quite a long time ago. However, that water has to be in a liquid state, not vaporized, not solid. There has been a plausible hypothesis that Europa, one of the 82 moons of Jupiter, might have some liquid water under its ice caps. Temperature is also a very important matter. Earth is lucky that it is not too far from the sun, where we could have had freezing temperatures, and not too close towards the sun, where we could have been like planet Venus. However, there is a planet which is orbiting a red dwarf star that fits this model. It is a rocky planet like Earth. But as of now, nobody is interested to believe that it could sustain life. However, we have found that there could be other planets which also fits this model. It might sound crazy, but alas, we are Homo sapiens. In the United States of America, there is a surprising amount of people who claims that they were abducted by aliens. They even go far to say they have been snatched away by flying saucers or UFO, and those devilish aliens have conducted experiments on them. However, it is very easy to debunk such nonsense claims. Many psychologists have claimed that such people do not have a vivid memory of what exactly happened with them. It is proven that some of our vivid memories are also false, and over time our memories get distorted. False memory syndrome and sleep paralysis are two most possible rational explanations behind such incidents. Also, people who got abducted were very obsessed with science fiction. Oftentimes their incidents are parallel with what they have read or have seen in books or movies. Interestingly, aliens will never talk in their own language or talk about Goldback conjecture. If you simply ask those people were aliens good or bad, then you get a broad answer. I'm actually rephrasing a letter which Carl Sagan wrote sarcastically after people came to him complaining that aliens abducted them. Moreover, you never see any witnesses to such stories. Nobody has seen an alien flying with that person by defying gravity. That would have been interesting to Pope Newton about his theory. Back in March 1997, 39 members of a cult called Heaven's Gate took off their lives with a poison along with their leader after he convinced that an UFO will take their soul to the next world. Fortunately, our calculations can tell us when we will see a comet or eclipse. Nothing supernatural involved here at all. Stephen Hawking also had his own explanation on aliens. In fact, I suggest anyone read his book titled Brief Answers to the Big Questions, where there is an entire chapter on it. I am going at the very end of that chapter to discuss about 4 possibilities that he proposed about aliens. First one is pretty straightforward, and he thinks probably Earth is the only planet which can support life. The probability of life appearing elsewhere in the observable universe is too low. The next possibility is quite appealing and has a tragic flavor in it too. We are extremely lucky that no comet collision is happening with our Earth for over millions of years. According to Stephen Hawking, in this case, intelligent holds of no value, as in such a collisions, only bacteria and other single-cell organisms will exist. Back in 1994, Jupiter had a collision with a comet called Shoemaker-Levy, which produced giant fireballs in it. It is expected that such a category of collisions might have been the cause of dinosaur extinctions. A third possibility is that there is reasonable possibility for life to form and to evolve to intelligent beings, but the system becomes unstable and the intelligent life destroys. According to him, this is a pessimistic conclusion and hopefully it's not the truth. However, he prefers the fourth possibility, which proposes that yes, aliens might exist, but we probably have overlooked. Finally, my point is that the existence of aliens is simply just like the existence of Spider-Man and Batman. Yes, we can imagine that Spider-Man is on the way to Earth and some brats are ready with kryptonite to scare him off in the future. If we get evidence, then it would be scary, also at the same time exciting that we are no longer alone in this expanding universe. By the way, I have written an article on this and I have put the link in the description. See you soon with a new video. Like this video and don't forget to subscribe.